Alright guys, so today I'm going to be installing some new LED headlights that I bought on Amazon on this 2017 Cadillac XT5. I just bought it recently and I drove it at night a couple times, and the high beams on this car are almost non-existent. The low beams aren't too bad for city driving, but I live out in the country and drive 60-70 miles an hour at night on dark country roads, and there's a lot of deer, pigs, coyotes, and other animals that may run out in front of you. I just don't feel comfortable with how these headlights that are from the factory came. They seem like they're designed good for city driving where the streets are already lighted, but it's just really not good enough for me at high speeds on country roads. Okay, so I looked on Amazon. I found these right here. I think this Forenner, and these are 3600 lumens according to the ad page. Hopefully that's going to be a lot brighter than these, especially the high beams. I really need, low beams need to be low, but high beams need to be high. And the high beams on this from the factory just really are not high at all. They're just, I can't even tell the difference. I took a little video last night to show you what I'm talking about, so let me show you that there. All right guys, so I'm here in my Cadillac XT5, and I just got this car and I'm really not impressed with the headlights on it at all. The factory headlights, they seem very dim. I mean, they're okay for driving, but I live out in the country and I need to see a long ways ahead of me because I've had 3 deer collisions in as many years. And this is the low beams here. It's not too bad on low beams, but the high beams just really don't do anything. They go a little higher, but you really can't see any further. I mean, you can see how far you can see there with the low beams. Turning the high beam on, you just can't. It does change the angle of the light, but you're actually not seeing any further. It's basically still the same thing, so it's not giving you any more range, and it's just really not bright. So I'm going to be putting in some new LED headlights on this, and we'll come back here and test it out once I get those changed out, and let's see what it looks like with those and see if it's any improvement. Okay, so you can see there, just not a whole lot of difference between the low and the high beams as far as seeing distance. And so let me go ahead and get these things changed out. Now, the driver's side, I think I can do without removing anything. Hopefully, I got pretty big hands. Hopefully I can do that. The passenger side is going to be a little more tricky, but let me go ahead and see what I can do on this side first. All right, to get this thing out, I had to end up taking this bolt, this battery clamp off, and the horn off, which was just one bolt right here and a bolt here and a bolt here. I just could not get it off any other way. Could not physically fit my hand in there. Somebody with a smaller hand might be able to do it, but you can see I got scratched up trying to do it. But we got the light out at last. Let me go ahead and get the new light and put it in here. So be opening. Let's get these new LED lights out. Okay, so it comes with a pair of gloves here. Let's hope that these little bitty gloves will fit my big hands. Very stretchy gloves here. They don't want you touching the bulb, getting your skin oil on them. All right. They get hot and that oil could cause them to blow up. All right, so now get this bulb out here. And this is supposed to be a direct replacement, so let's take this bulb off by lifting this little tab right here. There's a little, got to lift it up past that little catch and then pull out. Okay, we got that bulb off. Now we'll put that right back on right there, and it snaps right in just fine. Perfect. Okay. Now, when it gets in there, it's going to end up looking like this. So it's going to kind of go sort of like that, because it's got this big tab on the bottom right there. And so it's in a vertical position like this when it's in there. So, and you have to put it in counterclockwise. So it'll go in kind of sort of like this direction right here, and then we'll twist it up clockwise to get it in. All right, guys, there it is, all installed in there. Boy, that was a lot of fun getting that thing in there, but it can be done. Just taking off a few pieces and some hand contorting, but you can do it. All right, so now Then we got to get to this one right here, and this one's a little bit different scenario here. Getting the cap off is one thing, but we're gonna have to take this air breather out here to be able to get this thing out of here. All right, there it is installed, guys. It was a little bit of a job, but I got it in there. Takes a lot of hand contorting to get that thing in there, but I finally managed to do it. All right, guys, so it's nighttime and I'm inside my XT5 here, and guys, I want to apologize. I wanted to make you a better install video for this, but I gotta be honest, man, this was just one of the hardest installs I've had to do for headlights, and I've been installing headlights on cars for a long time. I was so frustrated by the end of the video, I just didn't even feel like talking anymore. So, you know, guys, just know it's really hard, especially if you have big hands like me. It was just almost near impossible. I'm very stubborn, so I got it done, but it's not something I cherish doing again. But the real thing that matters is, did it make my life better? Are these headlights better? So that's what we're going to test right now. I'm going to turn the interior lights off, and we're going to switch to the forward camera here. Let me do that. Okay, interior lights off, around, and guys, that is what I am looking at right now. Oh my gosh, that is a massive difference. It's not even close to what those other ones, those pitiful lights that came on this thing. But what I really like, guys, is that you can see now there's stuff over on the side, and that's really important when country driving. It's not so much that you want it bright down the road. It still has the focal beam, so it's not above, it's dark above that little line right there in the middle, so it's not blinding the oncoming traffic, but the sides of the roads are lighted up, and that's where you want to be able to see the animals, okay? The deer, pigs, whatever animal there might be. You want to be able to see the sides of the road. And the other ones, let me go ahead and throw the other low beams up here as a side-by-side comparison. You can see the sides of the road are much more illuminated on this, okay? And this is the low beams, okay? The low beams, so definitely a huge difference. Let's go to the high beams and see what happens. Boom, baby. That is what I am talking about. You can see a lot further. When the other high beams, when I switched it, it changed the angle of the light, but it didn't actually illuminate further. Now I'm seeing way down the road. Okay, now obviously if there's oncoming traffic, you're going to have to drop those babies down or they're going to lose their eyesight. Okay, but guys, I mean, for country driving, this is a massive improvement over what those other lights were. Those other lights were just pitiful. There just really is no other way to describe it. And guys, just really impressed with these lights. And even though it was a real pain and a lot of frustration to get them in, it was well worth it because, you know, now I'm going to be able to see animals a lot further down the road. And avoid collisions and hopefully save this car and not have to buy another one next year because I ran into a deer. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that thumbs up underneath the video to let me know this video helped you out. Until next time, this is the Gadget Man saying I'll see you later.